The Lord of O.R.D. The Light of O.R.D. Anyways, this is an image I filmed in my neighborhood. It's fascinating. The dude right there, there's a big eye. All these other entities, you can see it. That's a really parasitic looking one. Whoops. That's more than just pareidolia, that's for sure. What are those things? I don't know. The Lord of O.R.D. What's going on here? Oh, I got to turn that off. And then I got to present. You see the eyes in there, it's a tree. See the eye right there? Eye. Some trees. No one right there. I don't know. I convince people that what they're dealing with is interdimensional beings and spirits of some sort. Seems to be a bit of a challenge. I guess it's kind of like Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton, I don't know. Yeah, those things. You tell me. Yeah. Jamming on the guitar. I wonder if you guys can hear any of that. Probably all tinty and sounding good, huh? Just feel like playing guitar tonight. Playing the guitar tonight. Hey, baby, it feel right. I don't know what to say. Now, the spirits live in the trees. What can I say? No one's going to believe me. I don't know what to say. Telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. But people believe in Sir Isaac Newton and his madness. You ever thought about that? All those formulas, all that math magic. That's right, math magic. The math is so complicated, even the people who made it up can't figure it out. Kind of makes you think about things, doesn't it? The sorcerer, the magician, and the scientist not that far off from each other. Anyways, there's something going on in those trees that manifests. Okay, you can see the freaking eyes and stuff, and what can I say? What can I say? Did I lose presentation again? Gotta be freaking kidding me. Well, what the heck just happened? Me. And there's no presentation. Hey, come on. It dropped on me. What's going on? What's going on around here? So these eyes, they got these beings and all these kind of things. I don't know what they are. Something kind of interdimensional, ultra-dimensional beings, whatever. At times they kind of manifest and make themselves look like Bigfoot, Dogman, and all that kind of stuff. So, but they're all shadowy. Very hard at times to see any details, although people do see details. I mean, my second encounter, close-up encounter with said Bigfoot, I remember its teeth and its shitty grin and smile. And I remember its eyes, those almond-colored, dead-like eyes. Like, yeah, here I am, buddy. Did you think I forgot all about you? And, I think a lot of what people see and when they believe they're seeing something flesh and blood when it comes to like a Sasquatch, it presents itself in a way that it's so shocking and so disturbing that this cognitive dissonance thing, there's just no way it can be what I just said. And there's just no way I could be, it just can't be the way. No, heck cannot. It goes against everything I was taught. On the Science Channel. Is there a Science Channel? I don't know. It's been so long since I watched television. Thank God I stopped watching television. It does tell you what to see. There it is, man. You don't have to accept what I say. In fact, I expect none of you to. But if you want to find out, I'm telling you the truth, and you can kind of find out for yourself. These things are weird, man. It's like these things. Like this entity right here, it's like almost like a giant squirrel or something. I mean, there's one eye right here. There's another eye right there. You can definitely see that one. It's the nose. It's got the ears thing and all that. And it's popping over my neighbor's freaking garage, right? But there's nothing physical there. It only gets filmed on the camera, from the digital camera films it. If you look close in this image, there's just like a host of like weird things, just shadowy things, like living off the energy of the tree. How many times has someone filmed something? You know what I mean? Like it filmed something in the woods, and I swear, it's 100% against the Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Flesh and blood. But no one's ever touched it. No one ever decided, hey, I'm going to go give it a big bear hug. This is just like an example of this coming out of the tweez. You won't be here. Here's my lovely commentary. That's one I filmed. Paper down the tree. So this is classic. I shared this before. If you've tried to see it, if anybody's just like been paying attention to the Bigfoot world in the past year. But what's funny about it? It's this thing. So it's right here. There's a tree, right? We can't see the rest by it. There's no way this thing's going to just physically disappear. Magic there. But watch that shadowy thing. Of course, you can watch the video on my YouTube channel if you so desire. One of my 2 YouTube channels. Let's go playback speed. Let's make that slow ride. Dun 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 dun. So there's a dark, shadowy thing right there, right? And it looks like some kind of, like it could be a Bigfoot or something. Right there. Yeah, it could be just a guy there standing there and he's got some kind of contraption and he decided to just like cut off like thing and because there's so anything pretending it's something. Maybe somebody's stepping on a lever and it just disappeared. So it's right there, a shadowy being, and then boom, it's just gone. And it's just gone. Now you can think it's fake, trick photography, something like that. If it's so bizarre, I doubt it. This is a shadowy Canadian Sasquatch. Watch this. So it's going to be right here in these trees. Now, I know it really bothers people because you say, well, you can fake all this stuff. I know. You could try, I guess. Maybe it's not as difficult. Why would somebody do it? I don't know. Just because people get a kick out of fooling other people, I guess. What's up, Graham? How's it going? So this you see this shadowy right here. This is where the areas where this thing manifests. You see, where is it? If it was a physical thing, why would it be even in there? If it was like a 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot tall Sasquatch, why would he put himself right there? I think that if he was trying to avoid human beings, he would have ran off a long time ago. But what if, okay, it's not somebody that's faking it, but if it's some kind of entity being that's been mistaken for Bigfoot that manifests? And it looks like something because it's big and all that, and it's like seems real hairy, but really it's just fuzzy like thing going on. It's like coming into the picture, right? So it's not all the way perfect. There it is. There's the shadowy thing, just manifesting, popping out of the tree, moving very strangely, like materializing and dematerializing. I mean, look at that. Of course, I'm playing it really slow. But you can look at that, and it's just like, I can see why somebody might think they saw a Bigfoot, but at the same token, was it most likely that they some kind of tree spirit, some kind of interterrestrial, ultra-terrestrial type being, kind of just manifest, and you just right spot at the right time. It's sure I don't see legs moving or anything like that. So, and there's countless videos like that. I mean, people don't want that. They can't accept it. It's like, what are you saying? Chasing ghosts? Yep. We're chasing ghosts. We're chasing ghosts, and people don't like to hear that. They say, no way. That's what we're doing. That's where all the evidence, the true evidence, the real research leads. It doesn't lead to some flesh and blood thing that's running around in the mountains and the woods or whatever. That's, 8-10 feet tall, 1,000 to 1,200 pounds. It amazingly has the most incredible, difficult time of making tracks all over the place. Or signs, this massive thing. It doesn't have the ability to, it has most magical ability that when it supposedly builds these tree structures, There's no signs of it building the tree structures. None at all. No one's even seen it. Or seen anyone. No one's seen a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch or anything like that build these tree structures. But we do have evidence about poltergeist, right? Something we call poltergeist activity, something. There's a history of it, and there's some seeming evidence of poltergeist activity, moving things around like candles or furniture. And whatever this poltergeist energy, these spirits, whatever they are, why can't they also be the same things? They're building these teepee structures and tree lanes and all these other tree structures. I mean, that's the most logical conclusion. It's not that there's some physical is doing it. It's something spiritual, interdimensional, ultradimensional. And it has some kind of association with the earth. The thing that we walk upon, that we live on. I mean, this is common sense. And once you just say, okay, we're dealing with something that's spiritual, interdimensional, whatever, and cool, the game's on. So then all sorts of cool things start happening, right? And you start seeing things and you realize we're dealing with something that's not necessarily evil or good or bad. It just is. And more than a squirrel is. Or a bison or a, mountain lion, per se. You know what I mean? It's just part of the spiritual, ethereal ecology. That somehow can manifest and works with life forces like trees. And it's just common sense. I know no one talks about it. Now, it can't afford to talk this way. If you're going to try to talk this way in the Bigfoot community, you know what? You get kicked out just like that. You're crazy. Even though I'm just telling the truth. I know it sounds crazy, but I didn't make this place. And I'm sorry if it contradicts all the stuff that I learned. I truly am sorry, because I spend money to go to college and university and environmental science and environmental management and ecology and blah, blah, blah. And I wasted a lot of money and time going to freaking school just to find out that the vast majority of things that I believed in or were told, in fact, that's an understatement, vast majority. But it turns out they're all bullshit. It's all lies. Literally, it's all freaking lies. It's all based on other people's imagination. You name it. Go challenge it. Go challenge, go critically challenge something you believe in. I guarantee you could prove that it's freaking hogwash. That's what I've discovered. If you're honest. Honesty is a tough trait. Tough trait to develop and to hold on to in this world. It seems like this whole damn world wants you to do anything but be honest. Just go along, get along to go along to get along, doggy, and yeah. So that's what it is. Compromise. We compromise ourselves. It's like space. If you argue that all day long, it's like religion. It's like everything. It is a religion. Astronomy is like a freaking religion. I heard a recommendation for a book, by the way. A couple books. One's pretty hardcore. Lucid Dreams in 30 days. Lucid Dreams, the creative sleep program Keith Harari, PhD, and Pamela Wintrub. And I think that would be an interesting book to read. Of course, either it's somebody is borrow unavailable. Sure enough. It's not a very big book, though. It's only 132 pages, so I might read that. I got another one. It's called The Turner Diaries. It sounds it's like some extreme, wild bit of fiction. I don't know. I mean, if it's if the Albert Pike's letters to Mancini are legit, this third third war. What's going on right now with us in this world, whether it's Ukraine or it's Israel. What's up with these pager bombs? That's just about as evil as you frickin' can be, man. Frick. If that's not a war crime, I don't know what is. Anyways, if you don't know what to talk about, look that up. Pager bombs. Taking all these pagers and they put plastic explosives in it, and they're so desperate they want to have the stupid war in Lebanon and try to finish up Hamas. It's all crazy. But Albert Pike's letter, it's one of those things, it says, that the Zionists and the Mohammedists that would rub each other out. That's the whole plan in the Third War. And then there's the Christians and the atheists and nihilists versus like the Christians. And I don't know if they were thinking that at the time when he wrote this, they probably were thinking white Christian nationalist type thing. And then we'll usher in the age of Lucifer. So that seems to be their desire is whether you believe there's a Lucifer or not, that doesn't really matter. What matters is that they believe it. And they're the ones pulling the strings. So pretty wild stuff to think about. Let's see. Crypto Alchemist showed up to, I guess, moral support. I haven't talked to him in a while. It's been almost a year now. No, it's like 9 months. King. Cram. So yeah, that would be an interesting book to read. Is the Lucid Dreams in 30 Days. I think that would be like a probably useful skill in this world, or at least to know about. I mean, if I get a chance, I'll read it. I suck at communicating. So what we're going to talk about a little bit is this. We're going to look at like UFOs and orbs. This is people that have filmed recently or in the past few years. Just look at this stuff, look at the videos. I think it's some good stuff, maybe some stuff you've never seen before. There's one of an orb that's really good. It moves and everything, and actually changes. It's relatively close too, and it's just above the tree line. And yeah, that looks pretty convincing to me. It independently moves. So anyways, I want to play my guitar. I hope it didn't sound too bad. You know what? There's this band called Star Beast. I think it'd be kind of cool to listen to that. So I guess I gotta redo this. Okay. Glowing orb. Let's see if this is a glowing orb. There's a light in the sky somewhere in America. Well, it seems to be going down. Whoa. Or is it just an optical illusion? Is it a plane that's landing? It doesn't look like it. It's awfully slow for a plane. And it's going straight down. It's going straight down. Okay. I wonder if it stays. That's interesting. Da, da, da. If there's one thing, come here, you're going to hear some good music at least. What we got going on here? Oh, Reddit, UFO or drone? Let's forget about that. Let's go over here. Let's look at some of this shit. Da, da, da. So sick of geopolitics and what's going on in the world. Whew. Let's see, is this the one? Going too slow, dude. Slow ride. Is this it?
The disinfectant spray, but I still do it. Why? Because I've thought about it, and people's cortisol from fear that someone doesn't spray down and wipe a machine. Come on, still.
Man, I'm in a bad way. I'm squatting, trying to hold this camera. It's nearly straight over my head.
It's a mechanical.
I gotta get still. I couldn't stand like that any longer. Wow. Thank you.
Look at that one just moving. See, it's in front of the stars. That's starry night. Look at that move. Moving back and forth. That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, listen.
Come on, still.
You'll see it starts to morph and change. Just like that. Then changes. Like it starts tumbling. Into the trees.
Oh, let's hold my breath. Breathe.
As Chris Bledsoe captures a light orb, a new camera. Is he the guy? I think he's kind of famous, isn't he? Chris, or is this other guy? Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, wow, I think that guy actually filmed something besides just a plane or an orb or a drone. But, it starts changing its shape and starts tumbling and bumbling and stumbling and like down, and just kind of fades out into the trees.
Oh, let's hold my breath. Breathe.
That is crazy, man. It's crazy awesome.
On the night of September 11th, 2024, an unidentified flying object was spotted hovering over Tianjin for several hours, causing widespread disruption at Tianjin Beihai International Airport. Many flights were canceled, delayed, or diverted to other locations. While officials claimed the incident was due to drone activity, many people speculated it could have been a UFO.
But
看 F 看飞碟， 看四个
we got Tom.
呈等边四角形
Same Tom.
过去，一会儿一闪就没了。现在 UFO 越来越多了。哎呦，哎呦，哎呦，还不断的变
It's
化呢。
spinning around and spinning around
More
like
shit.
According to an official notice from Tianjin Beihai International Airport, the airport experienced significant disruptions due to public safety concerns caused by drone interference. A total of 29 flights were delayed, 8 were cancelled, and 32 were diverted to other airports, affecting over 3,000 passengers.
也飞不着了啊！ 2024年9月12号晚上8点42，洛阳地区惊现不明飞行物，西工区红山乡河边啊，看得清清楚楚，不是无人机，无人机飞不了这么高。昨天天津也发生无人机事件啊，大家看一下啊。
Despite the official explanation linking the event to drones, skepticism quickly spread. Around 8 p.m., social media users in Tianjin began posting videos that appeared to capture mysterious flying objects, leading some to believe that UFO activity might have caused the airport shutdown. Experts in the United States aviation industry cast doubt on the drone explanation. They pointed out that if drones were involved, local authorities would have responded quickly, given the sensitivity of the area surrounding the airport, where drones are usually prohibited. Additionally, consumer drones have limited battery life, making it improbable for them to remain in the air long enough to cause hours of disruption. Some local residents suggested that illuminated kites might have been the source of the confusion. However, a key issue remains that every time eyewitnesses who attempted to capture footage of the unidentified objects reported blurry or unclear images, making it difficult to verify what was actually seen. As a result, the true cause of the incident at Tianjin Airport remains a mystery.
然后下一班怎么样？我们的人怎么处理？
I don't know. What do you think? Is it just some orbs? I mean, not orbs. Drones. What's that light in the sky? Is it a drone or is it something from up high? What kind of thing is it? What are some of the, what's that stuff in the sky? I had a pretty cool UFO sighting encounter last year, March 11th? No, February 11th. That's one hell of a story. I'll tell you about that.
Showing you these guys here because it's a cloudy night and Starlink does not appear below clouds. I hope. That would be very awkward and weird.
Oh. Wow, that's strange.
Hey, there's one of them right there. Again, the sky is entirely cloudy. Ooh, that guy just popped up out of nowhere. You don't believe me? Check the forecast for Western Massachusetts.
So the point is, He's filming in below the clouds. He got that light moving. It's this one right here. Now there's
Nothing more
three of
than
them. They're not behaving like
Of course,
lightning
these are
bugs.
Starlink, right?
Doot, doot.
A pill-shaped object, and here's like a blurry photo of it, obviously. But there was no discernible. I see this what looks to be a pill-shaped object, and here's like a blurry photo of it, obviously. But there was no discernible wings, no discernible tail, and at the distance it was at, I would have been able to see wings or a tail, because I remember seeing other craft, other airplanes, and noticing their wings and tails. And I have videos of that as well. I look at this thing for about a minute, and when I start videoing, I'll put the video up now. When I start videoing, this is about a minute after, so it was much closer to the plane, and you could really tell that there was nothing. I thought, is this a blimp? Might have been a blimp, who knows? But I point to Wes, and I was like, hey, Wes, dude, what's that? And you hear me in the video being like, it's got no wings, dude.
That's not a plane, dude. There's no wings, dude.
Well, I'm just enjoying myself on the plane, watching a movie. And then you hit me and you're like, look at this. And I was like, why? How? What are we looking at? You show it to me. Then it's like, yeah, okay, tic-tac. And first I'm like, probably a plane. So then I'm just staring at it and I'm like, no, where's the wings? Why is it? It doesn't even taper. Then I spent probably the rest of the week, every time I see a plane that's like the same distance, I stare at it and be like, and then you can always see wings. You can always tell. The more I think about it, the more I look at it and watch the video again, I'm like, yeah, that makes no sense.
Like, it, with your eyes, you could see it. It has no wings. So I tried to capture it with my phone. After zooming in and zooming in, you can kind of make out that it is a sort of smooth surface on this thing. And I remember the guy beside, so Wes and I were sitting side by side, and the guy across the aisle was sort of interested in us leaning over and looking at something. He's like, what is that? And we call him over and we're like, look, and he looks, and he also saw it. It was so surreal to see that, because your brain is just trying to make sense of what it is you're seeing once again. And my brain was like, it looks like a pill.
It looked like a pill, man. Look at popping a pill. Oh, I see a pill. A pill. Anyways, I filmed something like that before. So anyways, 2023. Make sure. What happened was, it was February 11th. And I was supposed to do a show in an hour with Tex's porch or front porch, whatever. So this guy who does like paranormal investigations and Bigfoot research and all that kind of stuff, and seeing Bigfoot in Texas and all that kind of stuff, obviously. And yeah, it was. So I was going to interview him, right? And it was dark. I think the interview started at 9, if I remember, or 8. It's either 9 or 8. So I must have started at 7-ish. Or 8-ish. So I think it's 7 p.m. So anyways, so it's like I'm in my kitchen washing some dishes and that kind of stuff, and just thinking about the show. And lo and behold, to the west of me, the whole neighborhood lit up, right? It all lit up. Like the top of the the roofs and the trees were all lit up. And like this streak came across the sky, but it wasn't like behaving like a meteor, or because the streak stayed there for a while, right? And if the streak was really metallic like looking, almost like molten metal, molten lead type of thing. It was really bizarre. And it just lit up everything. And then I saw this pulsing ball pop out. And I'm serious, I'm dead serious. And so I got my camera and got to the back and tried to take a couple of pictures, but it was kind of, the trees were in the way and I didn't really get a good angle. I did get something, a streak, but what's weird about it is then I went towards my car in the back there and then looked to the southeast of where I was to see if there was something in the sky. And sure enough, on the other side of my place, there's this pulsing orange ball, slowly, steady, methodically going across the sky. And I couldn't film it. I mean, it's like the moon. You know, it's like the moon is like, it looks a lot bigger with your eyes than with a camera, which is kind of interesting in its own right. It's like the moon and the sun were designed by some type of creative force, creator beings, that they would look basically the same to you and I with our naked eyes. And that they're both the sun and the moon, right? I mean, you got the eclipse and all that kind of stuff. And so, but when you film the sun and the moon, say with your camera, your phone, or your, just camera stuff, it's a hell of a lot smaller. And depending what kind of gadget you are, it could be just a little dot, or it could be a little bit bigger, but it's a hell of a lot smaller than what yours and my eyes perceive this, the light and the sun and the moon to be. And they're the same size. And so it would be interesting that I couldn't film the pulsating orange ball city going across the sky. Still don't understand why I couldn't have done that. Lighting issue? Imagine that be part of it. But still, should at least be able to get the pulsating, the light of it, right? But it was a dim, kind of a dull light. It wasn't like something bright. Like a lot of times when I film these things, it look like orbs, and they're like, they don't look like, you can't mistake them for like dust particles because they flash and they're bright. But apparently they're not as far away as we think they are. That's another thing too. A lot of these are a lot closer than we realize. What may seem like yards might only be feet. Because these are our limitations. And it's this realm that that we live upon and live in. It's like, it's little tantalizing, things of hope or messages that say, oh, you're not alone type of thing. But what does that actually mean? Not being alone. Well, there's, they're just like, we're plopped here for some fucked up reason. So anyways, that was, and the thing is, it was fascinating about the light. Like I said, it lit up the neighborhood, lit up the tops of the people's homes and the street, trees. I didn't see anybody else come out for some strange reason. Well, that doesn't mean someone else didn't do that, but I didn't notice him. And so, but the thing is, that streak, man, like I said, it was like metallic. It was like slag. It was like somebody pouring lead into a mold or in a refinery, and it's like, how does what am I looking at? I've never seen or never ever observed anything like it. And that slaggy looking light lasted for quite a while, then slowly dissipated. It wasn't like something. It didn't look like something being shot down, because it was the same time period when allegedly the United States were shooting down these Chinese balloons. But this was no balloon. I don't think, at least. And I don't know how that orange ball popped out of there and just kept moving, and that slag stayed up there in the sky for a long time. We're talking easily like well over 30 seconds or more. So there's, I don't know what the fuck it was. But people see us all sorts of weird things. They're unexplainable. And so the rational, the person who's materialistic and doesn't want to believe in something outside of ourselves when it comes to this place, they'll do everything in their power to convince you that it's a mechanical contraption, you know what I mean, with a humanoid like flesh and blood creatures living in it, or Bigfoot, there's got to be flesh and blood. No one can accept the fact that, like our ancestors did for thousands of years, like Bigfoot came out of a tree, and that's what he said, you know what I mean? And that a lot of these things, as our ancestors said, more spiritual in nature than physical. That doesn't mean at times they don't appear as physical, or do some amazing things that certainly look like it's something physical going on, right? But and this is the weird part, because something had to move, pull volt that tree, or etc., or that rock or that branch at you in the woods, but there's like no signs of anything physical that did it. So it has to be something ethereal, something that's energetic in nature or so. This weird stuff. It's some really weird shit when you think about it. When you really get honest about what's going on, it's like, you know what? I've been laughed at enough. Everybody thinks I'm crazy enough as it is. Now I got to tell the truth about this stuff. I ain't got to tell the truth about this stuff. I mean, people make fun of me as it is. I don't want to be known as a laughing stock in the family or the community. And problem is, you already are, so you might as well just spill the beans. This is interesting. So something like manifests here faintly. There's something moving right there. You see that? It moves there. Pops. This seems to be part of his camera, or the car. And there's a thing. It just starts popping out. Orange. And floating there. Floating there like something just popped into reality, and then somebody says, "Oh, it's cloaking." All right. Yeah. And I just make people run away. They all ran away. I'm like the only, I can't be the only person that's interested in this stuff. Wearing out things that nobody wears. Talking about things that nobody cares.
It is. Watch. Ready? Where's the UFO? Okay, let's get some context.
I don't see a UFO.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, let's zoom in. Go on.
Let's go.
It's a UFO?
Hey, the UFO.
It's like an actual UFO, an
Let's see.
alien
Holy
UFO.
cow. It's going up, man.
It isn't moving.
Yeah, it's not moving. Maybe it's a satellite. Satellites don't do that.
What is it?
Holy cow.
Oh, it just what?
It's a UFO.
Oh, yo! Are there aliens in it?
There's definitely aliens in it. Holy cow. Oh no. Maybe it's a drone. I don't know if drones do that.
Drones, but that drone's all the way in space.
Holy cow.
No
Look at
one's
that.
flying a drone.
Well,
Also, it's literally in the sky.
yeah, let's see what happens.
It's literally in the sky. Helpful. Oh, also.
Used to work down by the shore. No one remembers anymore. Memory sails to ride the sea, knowing ways and and if you listen carefully, you might hear sounds of singing on the wind. Just another wave on the shore. Let's face it, who knows where. You caught me running past the skyline on my way. We had so much to share, happily hitching on the freight lines on our way. But when we hit the coast, my heart still had to wander. I had to let you know. Is that a tear in your eye, or just a story we pondered? It's time I said my goodbyes. There is no dream any longer. No, no. You always loved to sing, and I would sing along terribly. We didn't care. We had each other's back. We kept each other warm in springtime, mountain air. But when we hit the coast, my heart still had to wander. I had to let you know. Is that a tear in your eye, or just a story we pondered? It's time I said my goodbyes. There is no dream any longer. Is that a tear in your eye, or just a story we pondered? It's time I said my goodbyes. There is no dream any longer. It's time I said my
Star Beast. Star Beast is the name of the band. So let's look at another Beast. This is Washington, I believe it is. Orbalicious. Orb Magic. See, it's descending down. You think it's the camera, but it's not. That's when you start noticing it's not the camera. It's the camera trying to follow it. See, there's moving around right there. Shoots up again. There it pops in right there. That is not from the camera. And it sure doesn't look like a laser. Let's see. That was pretty cool. Some orb magic. Orb magic. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What's going on? Move. Move. Uh-oh. My computer is frozen up on me. Oh, no. I know what's going on. It's not a computer. It is I. Listen up again. Fringe knowledge. I will go back to Mr. Montauk's book. Let's see, we're on talking about consciousness. His take on it. Fringe Knowledge for Beginners by Mr. Montauk. I had a nice experience today. Well, first of all, so I've been working out for a week doing physical therapy and actually working out. I'm working on like new step and trying to strengthen myself because, man, I'm an absolute disaster. I didn't realize how absolutely weak I got over the past year and a half. I mean, really bad. So hopefully I do a better job with this than the quitting smoking. I was able to quit for like 11 days, but hopefully with this, it'll continue for a while. I'm gonna do something. So anyways, today, my son's mother has this idea about her son seeing a shrink, right? Well, actually, she's the one that needs to see a shrink. For real. So, I had a chance to go there. It's been 2 or 3 years. And so she made the mistake of scheduling the appointment on a Wednesday. And that's my day. So I said, she wanted her daughter to take it. And I said, no, I'm going to go. I said, it's my son. I'm his father. I should go. I have a right to go. And this is my Wednesday. So we went there, right? I had a chance to meet this lady's name is Anna. And she's like a nice lady. And, it was really a wonderful experience. And it's like night and day. It's just like, here I'm singing up my son, praising him, and I mean it. I'm not just making it up. He's an amazing kid. He's absolutely an amazing, amazing boy. And I'm really lucky to have him as my son and him in my life. And I love him to death, and I'm really proud of him. And, he's 13, he's a boy, and he's going through a lot of things. Plus, I told his shrink, I said, listen, I'm his dad. That's got to be challenging in his own right. And then his mom is like complete opposite. And plus, she's got her own mental issues. So I got my health issues. She's got her mental issues. And I'm just like, the kid's amazing. And he's keeping it together. And after, living his life with me, I mean, I gotta be the biggest disappointment there ever was. I was like, I almost broke down in tears when I was sitting next to my son. Like, I really do love my son. And I genuinely do think the world of him. I think he's a great kid. And he's gone through immense. He's going to know what it's like to be below poverty and also of money, and seeing the difference between not so his father loves him and his mom loves him. So he's an amazing kid. So consciousness, nature dreams. 1/3 of our day is spent sleeping. For 1/3 of our lives, we are asleep. Most people ignore what happens when they sleep and only care about waking up feeling rested. But for someone who is 60 years old, that means 20 years of life that went ignored. And you can't make use of wasted time by paying attention to your dreams. Excuse me, you can, not can't. You can make use of time, wasted time, by paying attention to your dreams, which are important for several reasons. Physical body needs sleep to quietly fix, grow, and recharge itself. Without sleep, the body runs out of the chemicals needed to stay active. Through dreams, the brain sorts and files away those thoughts and images picked up throughout the previous day that did not get properly placed into its memory. Like defragging the hard drive of a computer to make it run better. For the astral and etheric bodies, sleep replenishes their energy as well. When the etheric body is low on energy, you may feel weak and have trouble paying attention. When the astral body is low on energy, you feel blah and getting easily distracted. Then it says here, etheric energy, life before energy. Let's see what that is all about. I'll go back to it. So, anyways, I've been doing this for an hour and a half. I'm going to call it a night. Those who are brave enough to listen in, yeah, check out Mr. Montauk's book, Fringe Knowledge for Beginners. Don't forget about Lucid Dreams in 30 Days. I think this is a pretty cheap book. Book unavailable to patrons with print. Book available for patrons with print disabilities. I wonder if I'm one of them.